Hello, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to patent a food. Then we're going to look at some patents that have been granted for food products. My name is Sheldon Brown. I'm a registered patent attorney. This is not legal advice. This is just educational content. The question is, can you patent a food? And the answer is yes, you can, but it still has to meet all the requirements of a patent. To get a patent on your food, it has to be the right subject matter, it has to be novel, it has to be non-obvious, and it has to have some utility. You can get a design patent, a plant patent, or a utility patent on your food, depending on what your invention is.
Okay, let's talk design patents. You can get a patent for a design on any ornamental design for an article of manufacture. How does that apply to food? Design patents are really only going to make sense if your food product can be manufactured and the look of your food can be replicated the same every single time. A design patent might also make sense if you create a food product that the appearance really matters. And you might see this in the case of a baker that makes cakes and they have a certain look about their cake and they make it the same every single time and people know their cake because of the way it looks. Here we're looking at a design patent for an edible confection. You can tell it's a design patent because there's a D right before the patent number up here. And you can also tell because there's only a single claim. In design patents, there's only one claim, and it's for the ornamental design for whatever the product is as shown and described. Looking at the images, top views, side views, and that's about it. Here's a design patent for an edible fruit sheet, a design patent for a dinosaur-shaped food product assigned to Kraft Food Holdings. Looks like it's part of their macaroni and cheese brand. Cute little dinosaur. And here we are looking at a design patent for an edible cake. Here's a waffle bar. And here's a design patent for a candy cane. The takeaway of design patents is that if you can manufacture your food product and if protecting the appearance of the design of your food product is important to you, then you can and should get a design patent on it, just like Mars did with this chocolate bar.
Let's look at plant patents and see how that applies to food. You can get a plant patent if you invent or discover and asexually reproduce any new variety of plant. Before the Plant Patent Act, people considered plants products of nature, and the patent system did not allow you to get a patent for plants. So to encourage horticulturalists to continue to develop new varieties of plant, they enacted the Plant Patent Act. The patent protection of a plant extends to any part of the plant. So if a plant produces any kind of food item, like a fruit or a vegetable, if you have a plant patent protecting that plant, it also protects the food associated with that plant. Here we see a plant patent application for an apple tree named R205. Now, technically, this isn't a granted patent, but it's a really good example of what a plant patent covers, so we're going to look at it. A plant patent has to provide enough information about the plant so that the patent office can differentiate it from other varieties of similar plants. And so the applicant for a plant patent will provide all this data, give a little background of the plant, the variety. There's all this different data about the physical characteristics of the plant. And then we get some pictures. Pictures of the flower, and pictures of the fruit produced by the plant. The protection granted by the plant patent extends all the way to this fruit. Here is a granted patent for a blueberry bush. They provide all this data. and a picture of the blueberry bush. Here's a fun plant patent. This is the Haas avocado, filed by Rudolf G. Haas back in 1935. Rudolf had 20 years of patent protection covering his plant, preventing anyone else from using the plant without his permission. The protection granted by the plant patent extends all the way to the guacamole being made from this avocado produced by the plant.
Okay, now let's look at the really fun one, utility patents. The 4 categories of a utility patent are processes, machines, manufacturers, and compositions of matter. You can patent the process of making a food. Some might call that a recipe. You can patent a machine that makes food. Technically, you could patent an edible machine. You can patent a food product that has been manufactured. And you can get a patent for compositions of matter that are edible. All right, let's look at some utility patents. Here we have a method of manufacturing a meat replacement product and a meat replacement food product. A lot of people asking me questions about how to get a patent for a recipe. This is it. This is what a patent for a recipe looks like. You need to be ready to describe your recipe with particularity so that it differentiates it from any other recipes that are out there and in the public domain. They've provided extensive data for their experimentation on developing this food product. They provide pictures of what the texture looks like and images of the materials used. And then we get to the meat of the specification. You've got the field of invention. They talk about the background, the objective of their invention, advantages of their invention, provide a list of the drawings, and then the detailed description of the invention. At the very end of the patent, you have the patent claims. You can tell they are the patent claims because the phrase, the invention claimed is, and then it goes through and lists the claims. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The claims outline the metes and bounds of what is protected in a patent. Here we have another utility patent that's covering a process for making a food product as well as the final food product itself. This one is a little more easy to digest. They have the steps laid out right here. Dose the decorating lines, dose the regular batter, bake, and remove. And that gives you this beautiful cone right here. In these images, they show a little more of the process being used to make the cone. They showed the direction of the plate movement. Here we're looking at a patent for meat-like food products. This patent was filed by Beyond Meat. I don't know about you, but that looks like a delicious burger to me. This one's a patent for dried food products formed from cultured muscle cells. I don't think I'll be eating this one anytime soon. Here we have a food patent that covers food and beverage compositions infused with lipophilic active agents and methods of using it. Although this isn't a patent for food, here is a patent for a food processor. Here's a patent for edible fungi. In this patent, they found some unique formulation of mixing these fungi together and creating food products out of it. I think this patent demonstrates that you can get a patent on just about any food product. You just have to define your invention correctly and with enough particularity so that it differentiates it from the prior art. Go online, do your own search for food products or edible products that have been patented, and you will see there are literally hundreds of thousands of utility food patents out there. So the answer is yes, you can get a patent for your food. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and let me know what other types of videos you would like to see related to intellectual property. Bye.